want you to drink and don't you fucking move until this thing is over.
Yeah, and I
Don't
told
you
the people
fucking-
on the balcony, I was like, I see a lot of you up there. I'm like, don't anyone fall out and ruin my album. Don't fall.
That would have made it hilarious.
So-
You think that- what kind of crowd work could you have done with fucking someone falling? I mean, think about Travis Scott. He got a lot of media attention.
Oh,
You could have been the Travis Scott of comedy.
I would have stopped. Let's put it that way.
What if 8 people would have died at your album recording?
Oh my God, that's horrible. Why are you even talking about that? That's the most horrible thing.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium pack.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Christmas episode. I have
Christmas.
a very special guest with me, Miss Lori Graves,
Well, hello.
my special elf in the house.
I know. Got my hat on.
Oh my gosh!
I know, where's
Merry
the-
Christmas!
Get forward. Merry Christmas. We're having some coffee, like adults and stuff. I know.
This is
It's like,
fantastic.
yeah. Amazing.
Oh, what is that?
And we can hear each other drinking so clearly.
These are good mics. ASMR all day. That's basically. I almost named this podcast ASMR. No, I didn't. That's a lie. That's
probably couldn't have done that. It's taken.
It's already taken.
Yeah, it's
ASMR. I would assume it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about your album that you recorded recently before the podcast, and I know there's a couple of funny stories involved with that, right?
Oh yeah, there always is. Something always goes haywire.
Well, I know that someone shouted out at the end of your set
Oh yes.
during your album
yes.
record, and you only did one.
Yeah, she, this woman, and I told everybody in the beginning, I'm like, don't yell out or you'll be writing me a check. I am paying for this. You know,
Yeah.
don't ruin. I was like, don't fuck up my shit. That's what I said. And people laughed. I knew everybody there. So, I was up there about 55 minutes, and I was going into my closer, and I said I was talking, and then I paused when I was supposed to pause, and then I heard it. I heard the punchline yell out from over here, and I just kept going like it didn't happen because I'm like, shit, recording, because I wanted to jump off the stage and cut her throat, but I couldn't. So I went ahead and went out, and then I left the stage, and I already told them once I leave, I'm going to come back off recording, So the applause happened. I walked off stage, and then immediately came back out, and I'm like, who is the bitch that yelled out my punchline? And why were you guys keep getting up and going to the bathroom? I asked you to stay seated, and I did. And I would just see all these people get up and go to the bathroom. I'm like, I asked you couldn't sit down for 50 minutes.
Yeah.
You could not sit down and not get up and pee for 50 minutes, people. Come
Yeah.
on. I mean, it wasn't on
They're
camera.
chugging Michelobes.
But I was like, oh yeah, the theater. They said my crowd really drinks.
Yeah.
Like, wow, your shows really drink. I'm like, yeah.
She's like, I want you to drink and don't you fucking move until this thing is over.
Yeah, and I
Don't
told
you
the people
fucking-
on the balcony, I was like, I see a lot of you up there. I'm like, don't anyone fall out and ruin my album. Don't fall.
That would have made it hilarious.
So-
You think that- what kind of crowd work could you have done with fucking someone falling? I mean, think about Travis Scott. He got a lot of media attention.
Oh,
You could have been the Travis Scott of comedy.
I would have stopped. Let's put it that way.
What if 8 people would have died at your album recording?
Oh my God, that's horrible. Why are you even talking about that? That's the most horrible thing. Why the fuck would you say that? That's so awful. Like, new subject. I'm the guest.
She's like, you know how much money I had to pay to bury the police report for the goddamn album recording?
Damn it, I know.
Sorry, I brought that up.
I don't have that kind of budget.
You're a city council member now, right? Is that?
No, I'm not. No, hell no. I don't live in the city. No, I'm the United Way campaign chair. And then I also just got named to the board of directors of the Majestic Theater.
That's
So,
fantastic.
I know. I'm pumped. I love that theater, and I'm really excited to work with them and bring other kinds of shows in, like music and just whatever. They've made a lot of changes, and they're moving in the right direction. I just want to be a part of that. I'm excited.
That's so fantastic. I mean, being a part of the arts community, as long as you have, it makes sense, right?
Yeah, it does. It's just, I love music, and I just, the comedy, and just I love supporting just anything anyone does that's creative. So I think I found a little home to be at for a while. Maybe the theater.
That's awesome. Now,
some stuff.
you went to school for performing arts, right?
No, I was a journalism major.
You were in journalism.
Yeah, I was gonna write books and look. I'm a comic.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Well, that's so. How'd you make the switch? Like, how did you go from journalism to comedy?
Well, funny thing, I quit college and
That's a start.
I got into the service industry, and then I started bartending, and you know that life.
Yeah.
And that sucked a lot of time out of me, but I had a good time. I don't regret. I don't regret any of that. But when I was 37 and bartending is when I started doing stand up, and I did it on a dare. And my first time was in front of 300 people.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Was it like karaoke or what kind of bar
No,
situation?
it was the theater.
the Majestic.
Where I did my recording, which is why I wanted to do it there. Kind
Oh.
of like because some friends of mine were in a band, and they said, "Hey, we want you to MC our show at the theater, and it'd be a good time for you to try comedy." And I'm like, "You guys are fucking crazy. I'm not doing this shit." And then we did some shots of Jameson, and I was like, "I'll do it." And I did, and
Yeah.
that's how that was my first time ever. Most people go to an open mic. I went to a theater.
Yeah.
So
That's so cool.
but yeah, that's why I really wanted to do that recording there because it was kind of. I remember that first night. I mean, I remember that night vividly. I remember there was a speaker, and in all the pictures you see of me from that night, I'm leaning on the speaker. I leaned on it the entire time because my knees were knocking so bad. I thought I was going to fall down.
Oh my God.
So I leaned on that speaker. The theater, there was like a lot of people. It holds 500, and there were 300 there, and it was like everybody I knew and my friends. They were all there. It was so encouraging, and I was like, oh. And I basically I told stories from the bar. That's pretty much what I did. But
like street jokes and stuff like that you knew
no, I didn't tell
from
any
over the
street
years.
jokes. I wrote my own stuff.
Like stuff for real that was going
That
on.
was mine. Yeah,
so
things
that's
that happened
why-
at the bar is I talked about funny things that happened at the bar.
So I assume that you were already known for that around town or with the band or with your friends, and people were like Lori is fucking funny. Like, have you heard the story that she said about when Jack fell off of the bar or whatever? Like, that's basically how it got started, right? Like word of mouth, and then they were
Yeah.
like, "Hey, you got to come down here and open for us."
Yeah.
And you're like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, it's. I mean, yeah. I had people come into the bar just so I could tell them stories. Like every Wednesday, I had a couple girls that would come in about 8:00, and that's when I got on. And they would sit down at the bar and they get a drink. They're like, "Tell us a story." And so I would just tell them something stupid that had happened that weekend or something somebody said or whatever. And then it just kind of people came in, and then I would have people because I was also known for being like bitchy, and I ran a tight ship back there.
No.
Yeah, I know, shocking.
No.
But I would have people come in about 11:30, and they would go, "Have you yelled at anybody yet?" And I'm like, "Not yet, but the night's fucking young. Stick around." And then some asshole would come in and do something, and I would ream someone. I would burn people, customers. They kept coming back.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
were
know.
killing.
Yeah, I mean, I was crushing people. I was so mean. I mean, I would yell at people, and a girl put on my Twitter the other day, she said, "I remember when I ordered an Absolute and vodka from you, and you looked at me and said, 'Are you sure about that?'" I was like, "I remember that." So, yeah.
So you would have done a lot better if, like, you should have took the business idea from Dick's Last Resort.
Yeah, basically, I could work at Dick's.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I was
exactly.
meaner. I mean, I had rules, and they were afraid. If I heard anybody even like have a loud voice or anything in the bar, I would be back there and I'd be like, "What's going on out there? Do I need to? If I have to come out there, it's somebody's ass. Settle the fuck down. Unpuff your chest." And they'd be like, "Sorry, Lori, don't kick us out." I mean, that was, I'm like,
Oh my
"Stop it."
God. They're like, no other loud humans in this
Yeah, I'm
building,
like,
okay?
you use your inside voice in here.
right.
You don't talk loud. That loud means fighting, and you didn't fight. That wasn't allowed.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, but that's all, and that was basically my stage was the bar, because when you're a bartender, the only one looking that way.
That's really cool.
So
That's kind of how I think that's how Ron White got started. I think he was just like a friend of Jeff Foxworthy's, and I don't know if he worked at or owned a bar or whatever, and he was just like one of those people too, where it's just sometimes you just can't help if you're funny, like, and you don't always discover stand-up comedy. Sometimes it discovers you, apparently.
I was just always thought I was a smart ass and quick, like don't try to outwit me.
Yeah.
Don't say shit to me. I'll burn you. It was always a challenge.
That's like a classic comics personality, though, in
yeah.
a way.
But I'm not like that on stage. I don't go after people.
Yeah, you're much more of a joke writer.
Yeah, I don't. Behind the bar, though, I was mean. I love to make like young guys uncomfortable and teary-eyed. That was my favorite. If I could crush some like drunk 22-year-old smart-ass guy, I'm like, go sit down. Take your little ass over there and sit down.
Oh my God, I wish I could
Take
have
your
been there.
Michelob Ultra over there and sit the fuck down with your friends.
That would have been me.
I'll bring your Fireball over in a minute. Just have a fucking seat.
You
Just
would
sit
have
down.
bullied me so hard. I guarantee it.
No, if you were nice, I was nice to you, but don't come in and be an asshole. That was always the rule.
Oh man.
Like comedy, don't be an asshole.
Did you ever work Christmas at the bar?
Oh, every Christmas. Fuck
What
yeah.
What is that
Christmas
like?
Eve and
what
Christmas
are those?
night.
What are those the kind of people who frequent a bar on Christmas?
Not as bad as Thanksgiving Eve.
Really?
But holiday eves are, it's usually people they're home from like out of town and they go to their old school watering hole and then it's like your regulars and everybody just kind of, usually that's how the kind of the mood. It's just people from out of town. And
Yeah.
you got some single people, like lonely people come in.
Yeah. But it's actually a good vibe. It's more of a sad vibe. Like people.
Not in Chillicothe, it's your blackout drunk vibe. That's what it is there. I've never.
I've been
it's-
blackout drunk in Chillicothe.
Many have.
Don't quote me on that.
That's what you get when you come hang out with me in Chillicothe.
God, Chillicothe is a crazy town. I've been listening to a lot of Tyler Childers lately. That guy's a really good musician. I know he has a song about when he was working out there.
Yeah, Tara's my friend's place, Steiner's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're friends. Yeah.
That's cool.
I think she just went to see him not too long ago. They're like she could like call him. They're friends. I mean, yeah.
Wow, I
And-
listen
but
to
she
him all the
booked him a
time.
lot
He's great.
before he hit. He was like on the edge of hitting, and
Yeah.
she was booking him a lot. And then all of a sudden, boom, it happened.
Well, when you hear it, yeah, his
So
music,
he's been
you
to
know.
Chillicothe quite a few times.
That's really cool. Yeah, I know he was working in the mill and stuff out there, or whatever, the factory or whatever. But
Yeah, we have a paper mill. That's what. Yeah.
yeah, that's the
stinky.
smell that he's
That's the
talking
smell,
about
yeah.
out there spitting on the sidewalk. And I'm like, man, this stuff gets me going.
Ah!
Oh crap! We
That's
got
a good
technical.
video.
Yeah, we got a technical difficulty. She
I
lost
think
the
it's
cans.
the hats. It's the
It might
hat.
be. Yeah,
I have to not wear that little ball in the front. There
that's
we
what happens at the North Pole, guys. Magic,
go. I know. Okay. all right.
magic.
My glasses are. Why am I having so much difficulty with these fucking headphones?
That's okay. We're not going to judge you. That's not what we're here for. What we're here to do is
you're gonna
celebrate
judge me.
Christmas with you guys.
I think my head's too big for these.
I think my head's too big for life, Lori. There's been a lot of things that just didn't work out with this big head. I had a
think I
hard time
shouldn't have
playing
drank
hide
that
and seek
wine.
as a kid too. Did you have a glass of wine?
I probably shouldn't have drank that wine.
Yeah.
Okay. all right,
Yeah.
Okay. That's all right though. What are we talking about? Before I ruined the headphones.
We were just talking about.
You have something about them. You have people.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure people are listening to this. There's like a guy. There's a
There's a
creepy guy out there that watches all these.
There's a listener.
Yeah.
Well, Merry Christmas, listener.
Merry Christmas, guy.
Yeah.
You're the man, or woman. I don't want to assume your
Just say
gender.
human.
I know one guy who's listening to you right now.
Just say human. I'm gonna stare at my camera. Just say human.
It's you, right, Zach? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And you're lurking at us behind you.
I've never been scarier. That is such a. I tell people this all the time. I was so underslept and nervous for this photo shoot. I had so much shit
Really?
going on. I barely made the shoot, and that's the only picture out of all the photos that we got that I used
It's
two.
a good picture, but it looks like you're about to put new brake pads on my car.
I know. I know. I'm very
Or he's about
rugged.
to poop his pants.
I
No,
wanted
I
to
think
be
it-
in like streetwear. We did like 2 shoots in one day.
It looks like he's like,
Two
you're low on
outfits.
coolant. You want me to top that off for you? It's $5. That's why I feel like it's.
I was still greasy, probably.
You look like a mechanic
No,
that's about
you
to
look
scam
greasy.
somebody out of something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, you need them premium air for them tires?
Yeah, you need that extra oil filter. It's $150 cash,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Do you need new
Come on, I
wipers?
got kids. When people
75
say shit
apiece.
like that, you're like, wait, I know that's not company policy.
No, it's a nice picture, but you do look like you're about to put brake pads on my car.
I look like I would overcharge someone for brake pads on their car.
You look like I wouldn't let you overcharge me putting brake pads on your car. I'm like, no, sir, I'll just pull off. Thank
That's
you.
a nice gentleman. You see that,
That's a nice
America?
gentleman.
There's not.
It's
There's
nice. Yeah.
oh, not. It's not just America. There's a couple of people in the UK listening to
You
this
should
also,
sell
according
those
to my
and then you could,
demographics.
people could have you lurking over their shoulder at home. You know,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you guys
should make
can.
posters. Do 24 by
Johnny
36.
on the shelf.
Yeah, Johnny on the Shelf. That's hilarious. Oh my god, I love Elf on the Shelf. I wish I would have. That
I hate
I
those
wish I would have
things.
curated some content with Elf on the Shelf to watch
Why
today.
do you have those for your children?
We do have them, and I love doing like pranks. And
Do you have children?
I do not.
Oh, do you
So
like the elf on
fun.
the shelf?
It's really entertaining for my nephews because I'll act like I'm about to go touch them, and they freak out.
Yeah, it's the only way to get kids to listen.
I
They
think
don't
it's
give a shit
horrible.
about
You're
Santa.
teaching your child to be paranoid about someone watching them.
Yes, correct.
Why would you do that to a child?
Correct. It works until they're like an adult. I think it works until they're an adolescent. At
I don't
least.
think Jameis. I don't think his parents do Elf on the Shelf. We went to Santa breakfast last week. Santa told Jameson, he goes, "I'll be watching you." And Jay looked at him and said, "Yeah, right." And I'm like, "Dude, you don't backtalk Santa. What are you doing?"
No, kids don't give a shit.
Like, only the kid that hangs out with me would backtalk Santa. Like, yeah, right, whatever.
Yeah, kids are like, I already got Fortnite and an iPad. What the fuck can you do for me, fat
he's got
man?
everything,
Look
yeah.
me in the eye. I've seen a kid grab Santa by the fucking. No, I haven't. That's a lie. But that's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see this new generation really act tough and grow a pair. That's what I want to see.
Fight Santa.
I just want to see someone fight Santa. Speaking of bad Santa, Billy Bob Thornton's version of Santa, his rendition was probably the best I've ever seen.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, right next to Tim Allen, you know.
Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
I've
was a
watched
big
all of
cokehead.
those. I've watched all of those.
Tim
yeah.
Allen did more than just Snow in the Santa Claus movies.
I don't think he was doing coke while he was in the Santa Claus movie.
Because he got so hefty.
I think that was before. No,
No, that was before. It actually
it
what
was like early in his life.
before he got Home Improvement. Actually, so
Yeah.
he was a stand-up, and he was a partier apparently. And I heard that. I think I heard this on the Joe Rogan Experience. Someone was telling the story, and then he got busted for selling drugs or doing drugs or possession of or some kind. And as soon as he got out,
Did
he
do
got
some
that deal.
time?
I think he did a little bit of time, and as soon as he got out, he got that deal to
for
make
him.
Home Improvement. I know that's the one thing. Like stand-up comedy, like it's degenerates. It's all degenerate, and they don't have. Most people don't have a problem with it, really. She's like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "I'm a high-class human being."
No, I've had my day. I've had my day. Trust me. Days. Let's say plural.
We've all cleaned up our act a little
Let's
bit.
say decades. No, but let's just But I mean, hey, I think things are more acceptable now. A lot of things are.
Yeah, people are a lot more open-minded.
People expect, I think, people in entertainment to have like the stories anyway. You know, I think they expect a little bit, because even those guys that are like squeaky clean in public, they're like bastards behind the scenes. They're probably
Wildmen.
drunks. like
Yes.
just because they don't cuss or talk about shit on stage doesn't mean they're not down in a bottle of Jaeger in the green room.
Exactly. My policy is I try to be the same person on and off stage because I would wear so many hats already. Aside from being a comedian or a regular person, I just try to morph it too and just be myself. Like that's all I can do.
Well, it's just comfortable that way too.
It definitely
Instead
is.
of trying to be something you're not. I mean,
Yeah,
it's exhausting.
it really is.
I quit trying to hide my Appalachian accent on stage. I used to be very precise and now I'm like, I got a twang. I'm like, God, this is who I am. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah. So.
I mean, you're from the mountains. You're like 30 minutes from West Virginia, right?
yeah,
or
well, I'm like
Virginia.
the foothills. I'm in the
foothills?
the hollers of Southern Ohio.
Yeah.
So
Chillicothe.
That's what I found crazy when I lived out in Nevada for a couple years. Like even though that I'm from like Dayton and like I really like I have like a couple things like I'll say y'all sometimes.
yeah.
And they thought I was the biggest hick ever.
Oh yeah.
Ohio's filled with hicks. I don't know why
But,
people
like,
think it's not.
No, but like no, they thought like the way that I talk, they're like oh you're so southern and this that and the other, and I'm like
I know.
I'm like above the Mason Dixon line. So
I know
like
when I think Southern, I think Southern. You know, like
Yeah.
Alabama, Mississippi, those twang. Like,
Thick
hey.
accents.
Then there's like Kentucky, which is kind of, but they're like, hey, y'all. I mean, and we don't do that. But I guess we do have a bit of a twang, but ours is different.
It bleeds
anyway.
But if you go up to Cleveland and Toledo and stuff like that, they're almost Canadian sounding.
They have that New York, that Akron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people from Ohio have that too, like in Columbus and even Dayton. They have that. It's almost like a New York mixed with a Southern
Ohio
accent.
is 2 states. It's Southern, where I live, and
Yeah.
then it's above me. That's
Yeah,
pretty much
there's some
it's
big
two-
cities here, but there's also some sticks for sure.
I just think Ohio is 2 different states. Southern, I think that 70 line. There's truth in that. I think.
Really? Yeah, that's what
yeah.
they say down there.
Yeah, and there's truth in that. People up north are different than we are. I actually tweeted that in something last week. I said we're different down here in the southern part of the IO. That's what I said, and I'm like, oh, I like that.
I like it down south. I went
Yeah.
down south recently, did some shows in Kentucky and in Tennessee, and everybody's so nice down there.
I've never had a bad time south of here. I've had a bad time north of here, but just people are different. It's you got kind of
Yeah. Kind of got to watch what you say, and people are a little more stuck up a little bit. I feel like the further north you get, at least in my experience.
I think they just live a different life than we do.
Yeah.
So their life, they just have a different speed of living their life. It's a little faster paced than what we are.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just quit denying where I'm from. Like, okay,
Yeah, you gotta be
quit
yourself.
pretending I'm not something I'm not.
Right. That's the point of all this. Let's watch some Christmas clips.
All right,
We should do that.
Christmas clips. Of,
Yeah. We just got some videos here. Some fun stuff to watch here.
Do you pick the videos or does he?
Both of us.
So
Yeah, we both.
I know what kind of
collaborate on
videos
it.
he probably picks. I don't know you, so
this
I'm
is
just-
one that
yeah.
Zach actually, since Thanksgiving is over, we're gonna go ahead and play a Thanksgiving video to roll us into the Christmas video. So,
Okay, all right.
so here we go. This is a TikTok.
Thanksgiving these nuts, motherfucker. Get that goddamn frozen shit out my face. Happy Thanksgiving.
So this is from Terrius Ross. Thank you, Terrius.
Thanksgiving these nuts, motherfucker. Get that goddamn frozen shit.
That place is filthy. What is all that stuff on the floor? I can't look at what he's shaking.
Oh
'cause
my
I can't get
God,
over
you're
the
right.
trash on
I
the
didn't
floor.
see it. I didn't see it until now.
What
Oh.
is up with that?
Now there is clearly there's a fast food cup, and what is that yellow bottle?
That's
is
a
that
thing of
butane?
Lysol wipes or
Yeah,
something.
looks like-
Lysol. I said it's a butane.
There's a cup.
It looks like she's on like hospice care almost.
This woman is not wearing a bra. That's what I'm noticing. I don't know why.
Well,
that.
I did notice that, but see how those are leaning? That led me to the trash. You
Okay.
know? The breast
The gravity
direction
from
led me to the trash. It was because they're leaning, they're like pointing that way. So
Yeah,
I was like, "Holy shit! Look at her boobs!" And they're like, "Oh damn! Look at all that trash on the floor."
I know. I don't know. I didn't even see that the
that's
first
what
time.
fascinates me the most about videos people put up is what we can see in their homes.
Yeah.
Or how
Oh,
dirty their
pictures,
bathrooms
like
are.
Facebook pictures.
Yeah, I'm like you're standing in front of a pile of clothes. What?
Or
Clean
they're
that
in
shit
the,
up.
they're in the bathtub with the dirty grout line around the outside.
They've
Or their
since deleted
counter.
the group, but there was a Facebook group where people would.
Is it the
post-
Dirty East Side group?
No, it's not the Dirty East Side group. It was something like that.
That's a funny group. I used to watch that. Look at that all the time.
But
Dirty East Side
yeah, the
group.
Dirty East Side group. But the one that got me was this one where they'd have drug paraphernalia, just chilling. Like there was a whole group of it. They since deleted the whole thing because of bullying.
Oh damn!
Oh,
But,
we're
like,
bullying.
How is
you-
that
no,
bullying?
but you would see like people holding their babies, taking cell phone pictures with like heroin needles and stuff, like hanging
Jesus
out
Christ.
on the sink and shit
Holy
like that.
shit.
Like and like people would just like rip into these people.
Even
like,
junkies got babies. You know, people like to get high and fuck.
But I mean, why would you put that on? I just don't want you to put that on. But okay,
but
sorry.
they don't. They're just so high. They don't care. They think that they're just. I don't know. Like coming from like
Guys,
a
like,
person
my
that's
favorite thing
witnessed
is
drug abuse. Like they don't realize what they're doing. Like half the time.
on dating apps when guys will send you pictures like standing in front of the bathroom mirror, but the mirror's like dirty and there's shit on the counter.
Yeah.
Like that's no. That
You're gone immediately.
Yeah, that's it.
Swiping left.
Yeah, you messed up. That was about ick.
On another note, this is a really nice picture. This is a really nice video of someone looking at Christmas lights. So
Okay. All right.
it's really beautiful. I guess they couldn't quite see the lights with this guy in their way.
Oh, his phone flew out. Oh, he was being a dick.
Imagine how they were driving to get the shot. He's like, dude, he said asshole. He mouthed the words asshole. Because this guy's in the far lane trying to look at Christmas lights with his phone and take a video of it like an asshole.
But then that guy lost his phone. That's
Yes,
sad.
he lost his phone.
Aw. Trying to be badass, his phone flew out.
That's so fucking funny, dude. I love Christmas lights. Are you going to see Christmas lights this year?
Yes, actually, the mayor of Chillicothe asked me to be a judge of the Christmas lights this year. So Thursday, I'm going to have a list of addresses, and I have to drive around Chillicothe and judge people's decorating on their houses. for
That's so
lights.
cool.
I know. I saw him. He came to my album recording.
Oh,
and
wow.
We were sitting at the Poorhouse, which is a place next door to the theater. And he goes, "Hey, you want to judge Christmas lights this year?" And I was like, "I would love to." So, yeah. So I'll be going Thursday to see lights.
That's fantastic.
yeah.
This is This looks like it's wintertime. This is a TikTok that we played before. It's very funny. We think this is a bad step parent. We're not sure of the origins of the video.
Okay.
But the kid doesn't have a jacket on, and
You guys both realize I do not have TikTok.
you'll see what happens.
I don't have the app. I don't have any of it.
Okay, so this kid, probably about Jameson's age, right? He's probably a 10-year-old, you
I'd
think?
say, yeah.
Something like that.
Dumbass.
So this kid just, apparently someone told him that water freezes when you throw it into the air, but that looks like boiling water, doesn't it, Lori?
Yeah, it does. It's supposed to be hot because a coworker of mine did this once, but she did it this way, so it didn't come back and hit her.
Also not wearing a
Oh,
jacket.
his back. He just wants to lay there in the ice, lay there.
He's kept rolling. Oh, man. Oh, man.
I hate to laugh at kids in pain, but that
What
was
do you
funny.
do, though? That's very funny.
Bad karma gonna happen.
Oh, man.
What else do you have?
I have some other good ones here. This is one that we've only played once before. I really think this is hilarious. So, this is the slowest police chase ever.
Well, that guy's not much better.
He stopped. The guy got away. I just want to
And
watch the cop
the crazy
fall
part
one more
about
time.
that one is I think that he's trying to reach out for him, and since he touched the officer, he probably has a whole other charge on him.
That's why I said it's so fucked up. And why, the cops probably said, "Oh, because you let me fall, you're gonna get charged with a crime," which is the most bullshit ever. But they do shit like that all the
Oh,
time.
sure, yeah, absolutely, sure.
Let's
some
watch
of
this
them
man.
do,
Hit,
yeah.
let's watch this man hit the ground. He was very upset. You could tell that it shook him to his
Yeah.
core. Like, he was not happy because I hate when I fall. Like it's like you
Oh, that's
lose
my biggest
control.
fear is falling.
Yeah, you lose control. You're like, oh my god, I thought I had it all figured out.
If you try to catch yourself, you break something. Yeah,
yeah, dude, my life was almost over.
you just
That's
gotta
what
tuck.
half the time, like you break something, is when you're trying to catch yourself.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
tuck and take the hit. Don't
Yeah.
don't put your hands out.
You're supposed to be loose. They say when people are really drunk in car accidents, that's actually how they survive. Is they're
heard
so
that.
drunk that their body goes limp, and for whatever reason, the looseness and the relaxedness doesn't absorb the shock, so you don't get the serious injury. It's actually when you lock up or tighten up that you get hurt.
Well, yeah, that
Yep.
makes sense.
Yeah.
All the cops I know in Chillicothe, my friends, they're all in shape. They don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I need to get in shape. I'm getting back in the gym. It's another one when we got some snow here, and we want to tell people at home also, drive safe, guys. You want to drive safe.
Camera. Look at my camera.
You guys want to drive safe. Lori, you can tell them to drive safe.
Drive safe, please.
Drive
Drive
safe,
safe.
because-
You have one friend that has nothing to do that could drive you around. And
That's
that
right.
Might make their night to ask them to go out and do something with you, and just like, hey, I need
I
a
bet you
driver.
there's some people out here that listen that don't have any friends.
Yeah, I want to ask you this too, Lori. Do you think this guy got piss tested after this incident here?
Okay.
I'd say he had to answer a couple of questions.
Did he even try to stop?
I think he did, but like the road was so icy, and he was going a little bit too fast for those
Well, yeah,
cars.
for that big ass bus.
Oh man, this music might get us.
That makes it a little bit less likely his fault right there if all these other cars are doing it too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Because
wait,
you know
hit
how
the-
hard, you know how
Yeah.
hard it is to stop
a bus.
no, not just a bus.
If you
like
look,
a
there's a
very
slope.
heavy vehicle,
There's quite a slope.
and you can.
This is
tell
another bus into this bus. I mean, it's just.
It just goes from bad to worse. Yeah.
It makes me feel a little bit less bad for the first bus driver.
This
How
is
are
a
people
longer
in
video.
Dayton? Because people in Chillicothe, when it snows or rains, if anything falls in the sky, people on the roads lose their minds.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
they're
just like they
kinda-
can't.
It's the same here.
They're pretty R-worded.
Oh,
This
I mean,
c-
it's
oh, this
it's
cop.
bad. It's bad.
That was
Thank
from
you for
at
not saying
overtime.
that because I work at a developmentally disabled school, and he knows I get real sensitive about that. So thank you.
Yeah, it makes sense, and I think
It
it's
does.
I caught myself saying it.
I think
and
it's
then
a-
then I
Thank you. Thank you. That is my day job. I work with this kid. I work with kids every day.
my take on it is like it's like they don't know like that is something that we call them,
But their family does.
but their family does, and everybody around them does.
Yeah.
That's
I would
people's,
never like
that's
to-
people's big argument. Is like, oh, they have no idea what we're talking about. It's like, but other people do, and they know you're being a dick.
And they do. I mean, don't just because somebody's disabled. I don't think they don't know what they're. Those kids, them little kids are slick. They get away with stuff. I mean, even like They're smart. They're
Yeah.
still like every other kid. They
That's what I'm saying. It's like
yeah,
everybody has
they'll
intelligence
push you.
in different ways.
I would never call somebody who is that word.
Mentally
Right.
handicapped.
Yeah,
You would never.
yeah, I would never.
I didn't
call
mean to
them
make it
that. No,
uncomfortable.
no.
I
I just was clearing the air.
Oh, it's
Like
okay.
it's so much better calling someone else something that they're not. Like I know this one black dude who calls racist white dudes the N word.
Oh yeah, see, I don't
So
like that either. Yeah.
So no, like it cracks me up because he's like, all right, like I want to make them uncomfortable as possible. Like
Yeah, that's when you get hit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I stay in my lane. I just stay in my lane. I stay
Right.
in my lane on everything. Yeah. What do you got? Let's go.
All
I
right,
didn't mean to-
moving on.
I didn't mean to make it
moving on.
uncomfortable. I
No,
didn't mean
no,
to-
you're
yeah,
not. No,
yeah.
I'm not uncomfortable.
I
at
just
all.
I got to speak for my people though.
Do you,
Okay.
do you like cats, Lori?
I have 2 cats. I got those little kittens I rescued.
This is a video of a cat. I have a cat also.
Crowley and Charlotte.
My cat's Zoe.
I named mine after supernatural characters.
That's really cool.
I also had Sam Winchester and Castiel, but I gave them away.
Supernatural characters or the most evil and wicked man of all time? You decide.
Yeah, you decide. Yeah. Crowley, I liked that character on that show.
This is a good time to talk about Satan worship on Christmas.
Yeah.
Let's bring up black cats. We were going to do a seance, but we decided to do this
I got 2
instead.
We're
black
not going
cats,
to.
so
We're not
Do you
doing
really?
that.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. No.
Gypsy
I look at the
and
camera
Ripley.
and I'm like, we're not doing that. We are not doing that.
We're going to do it once
Gypsy
we
and
turn the
Ripley.
cameras off, obviously.
All right, make me laugh. What is this?
Okay. It's just a cute little cat.
Okay.
It's not that bad. It was cute. But he did get him. He got him
You-
pretty good.
You're not on my Facebook. Did you see the video I put up of Mom's finger of our cat that sliced her finger open?
Oh my God!
I
Yeah.
have video. My mom had to get stitches.
Send
Crowley.
me that. Can
wanna
we show
play it?
them?
Yeah, you
yes.
can, yeah.
Can we?
Like right now?
Yeah, right now. I have a special video I'm actually going to play for you guys that I've never played for anybody else.
Let me find it.
Now, Zach hasn't seen
Oh,
this
sorry,
either,
is that interfering?
and this is something I've been saving for the show here. It's a little embarrassing. I'll let you guys watch it, and then we'll talk about it, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to find mine.
Let me, I don't know if
What
I have
happened
it
to
in
Where
here.
is it? It's on my Facebook. I'm going to have to go get it off of there.
I think I'm going to turn this off for a second because I don't want any...
What's happening? Are you?
I have to find something in my
Oh,
phone.
and you don't want us to see what else is on
in
there. I
case.
got
Just
you,
in
Johnny.
case.
I got you. It's okay.
I'm not 100% that there's nothing on there, so...
You do
Yeah.
you, boo. Okay, you're good.
I had to look back just now because I was like, oh, shit.
I gotta find this shit on Facebook. I lost it.
Guys, I know there's a little bit of a
We're having some dead air. We can edit this out, right?
little bit of a there's a little bit of dead air, but we will edit this out.
Yeah, we can just edit this out. Not a
in between
problem.
our Blue Chew
Our Blue Chew ads.
ads.
That's right, guys.
What you have? Oh, you got a sponsor?
No, not yet.
It's-
We're actually only like 8 listeners
damn.
away for our first audio sponsor, which is just an ambassador ad for Anchor, the person who hosts this podcast. So we're actually really close. I was looking at our stats the other day, and yeah, we're really close to hitting that.
Nice. Oh, there it is. Okay, I gotta send it to you. My mom's finger is so gross on this. Oh my god.
the cat caused her to need stitches.
The cat did cause her to have to get stitches. It was awful. It was absolutely horrible.
How old's your mom?
My mom is 71, and if I send you a link from Facebook, can you play that? Will it
Yeah,
pull
I
up?
should be able to.
She's 71. Our little cat, little rescue cat that we have, she picked him up, and she had him. She was walking towards me to hand him to me so we could put eye drops in, and we do that every day. And she was holding him like this, and his back paw came up and just hooked into her pinky finger and sliced it all the way around in like a smiley face.
That's crazy.
And I was calling it her pinky finger meat flap, and she was getting mad at me. And it flipped open. She goes, "Can we just put a butterfly on it?" I'm like, "Mom, that needs stitches." So I had to drive her to the emergency room, and
Yeah, that's the thing.
2.5 hours
with
later.
older folks too, with their skin is just
yes,
like
and she's on blood pressure medicines. She's a bleeder, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh shit, here we go." She's like my toddler.
Holy shit. Okay, I gotta put this up on the TV.
Okay,
God damn, that looks.
like, can you see it?
Yeah.
This is my mom's finger getting stitched up. Look at it.
Holy
Ooh,
fuck!
that's-
That's from a cat.
Yeah, he just went all the way around. and that
Kittens
whole
are real
flap
fucking
was
cute
off.
now, aren't they, guys?
Yeah.
Holy
And the
shit!
dude that was stitching her kept meowing the whole time he was doing it. Guy was hilarious.
Sharon is such a sweetheart too. I feel so bad for her.
Poor Cher.
Now,
Yeah.
does she still like cats?
She does.
She couldn't help it.
She's the cat whisperer.
Yeah. Do you guys watch Tiger King?
We did, and I'm only a couple episodes into part 2.
I'm only a couple into the first one, and I didn't watch it during the hype, but I just started watching it, and it's pretty good.
I watched it kind of toward the tail end of the hype, and
Yeah.
I was not disappointed in Tiger King
Oh my gosh.
at all.
This is so this is a video that
Okay.
I'm just gonna show you guys, and then I'll explain what
After we
happened.
grossed you out. Okay.
Okay, so that's what do you guys think is going on here? Could you
Think
tell me?
your post-coitus workout?
Nope.
I think she was working out or something, and he was
That's me.
having a good time.
That's me.
That's you?
That's me. That's at 1:00 in the morning about a week ago, and that is my girlfriend taking a video of me waking up out of my sleep to do push-ups. I did about 20 or 30 push-ups in my sleep, and then she starts videoing it, and she starts laughing, and she says, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm just doing push-ups." Apparently, I disappeared and went to the kitchen for.
Play that again. Let me see what's going on here.
I'm doing incline fucking push-ups. I haven't worked out in 2 months. This is what happened. I was buying Nikes and Nike joggers and a couple Nike sweatsuits right before bed, and I was like trying to get some shoes to run. And that was the last thing I was thinking of, and for whatever reason, I was really stoned or whatever. I got up in the middle of the night. She said I put my feet on the bed and did like the hard push-ups for whatever reason. I did incline push-ups in my sleep. I don't know what the fuck's and I
What
told
do you
her
think about this shit?
I
What do you
think I
about
have a
this?
disorder because
What's happening?
I've been waking up at 3 a.m. and eating and shit too. I don't know what's going on with me. I just keep
You
waking
got
up.
horrible form though.
I like
Have
I'm
you been taking
sleepwalking.
melatonin?
No, I don't.
Because
I,
melatonin will make. I had a horrible.
it's
I
like
had-
I'm glad I don't have Twitter.
Do you have Ambien?
No,
Good thing you don't have Twitter.
I don't know what's
No,
going on.
Ambien did some crazy things for me, and I wasn't even prescribed them. I got them off of someone because I was just having trouble sleeping.
Sure, buy street Ambien.
Yeah.
That's what you
No,
guys should do at home.
yeah,
you guys should
but-
fucking buy street Ambien. You should score fucking Ambien off the street. I'm
But
sure it didn't have
I
fentanyl
woke
in
up.
it.
I woke up. My friend's like, "Well, you cooked something last night," and I woke up and there was a pan of olive oil, just like a pan of olive oil with a bunch of potatoes floating on it.
What the fuck? Oh, dude, I've been taking 5-HTP. I do take that to sleep sometimes. If I really need some
Excuse
sleep
me.
and I know I have a busy day the next day, I will take some 5-HTP and maybe like an edible to knock me out.
What is
I'd-
5-HTP?
5-HTP is 5-hydroxy metabolite, and it's something that helps you release serotonin. So it just helps you relax. That's all it is.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah, I've been taking that. It's similar to like how do you say a melatonin, or there's other ones too.
I don't know. I can't take. I took melatonin for about 3 weeks, and I had the weirdest, worst dreams of my entire life. Yeah, it was crazy.
I never dream anymore. I think it's 'cause I get too stoned.
I was that shit kicked my ass in the dreams. I had to quit. I was having I had a reoccurring dream, and I just had to stop.
Have you ever slept walk? Because I think that's what's going on with me. Zach, can you Google what's going on with me?
When
We're
I
gonna
was
find
younger,
out.
I
We're gonna
did.
break this
For
down.
5-HTP.
This is everyone's Christmas present. No, you don't have to Google side effects of 5-HTP maybe, but can you maybe do some research on like sleepwalking or eating in the night? Because I keep eating in the
Sleepwalking
night.
is a major stress factor.
Yeah.
I've been
It's,
stressing
it's-
out. I got a
Yeah,
lot
but
going on.
that's-
Plate's full.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's like
Do you think I could kill someone? Do you think I could drive across town and rob a bank in the night?
I don't think.
I mean, I'm
if
doing.
you're on
I'm doing very
sleeping
poor,
meds-
doing very poor
I
form
just feel like you're-
push-ups.
Now I feel like you're working an angle for an alibi. I just feel like you're no, you can't do
talked
that.
about this on the podcast on the
Do you
Christmas
remember?
episode.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
remember Christmas Eve?
Yeah, he's like, remember whenever
I'm gonna call Lori as a character witness.
yeah, I'm like, yeah, he was talking about it. We got it.
Oh man, yeah, I don't know what's going on with me, and I decided to save that for you guys. I almost sent it to Zach the other day, and I haven't sent it to anyone because I thought it was so funny or so disturbing. I couldn't decide.
I can't.
Can you decide?
Either.
You want to watch it again?
Yeah,
I thought you were just like. I thought you just like gave
She's
her.
laughing at me.
No, but
She-
I just thought
Let's
you
see
just
what this-
gave her the loving of a lifetime, and then
started
you're
doing
like,
push-ups like
you're
the man.
Hell yeah, I'm the man. I gotta go.
I
do
wish I was that
push-ups.
fucking cool, Zach.
What is it?
This sponsor-
HTP 5?
5
Sponsored by Blue
HTP.
Chew.
5 HTP.
I wish we were sponsored by dick pills. I would have been doing push-ups with my penis that night.
That's what it looks like you're doing.
I'm doing dick push-ups. They're terrible. You could tell I was tired, and I don't know how many I'd done before she turned the camera on. But I was like, "What did I do? Like 4 or 5?" And she was like, "No, like a lot." I was like, "What do you?" I was like, "Why didn't you wake me up before this?"
I'm looking at this. I'm looking it up.
So I'm gonna look up.
Dude, I don't
5
know
HTP.
what the
I'm looking it up,
fuck
friend.
was
I'm on
going
it.
on. Our producer. This is the first time we've ever had a guest have to look something up. Are
No.
you stoned too, Zach? Zach
Just
doesn't
know-
even
you just know
smoke
me.
weed.
I'm just like, what?
Zach's usually the one that keeps us straight around here. We got to have a fucking how do you say the voice of reason.
Hey, this
Yeah,
says
that is one. It's one of the
The side effects.
side effects of
Sleepwalking.
sleep terrors and sleep
Well,
night
but
terrors and sleepwalking.
serotonin.
I don't know if I was scared. What if I was in a fight in my sleep? I fought like Muhammad Ali or something. I had to wake up and eat like some honey buns. And,
Oh, it treats disorders like that.
so it's supposed to help
Yeah.
me.
So you might have not had it that night, and then it,
Holy shit!
listen,
did it give me that shit?
The increase of serotonin can affect sleep, appetite, temperature, sexual behavior, and pain sensation.
I'm
or
waking up horny.
sensation,
I'm waking up
sensation.
I gotta have sex with a cinnamon bun and do push-ups in the middle of the night.
Dude,
Jesus Christ!
you better cut that shit out.
Jesus Christ!
I don't know. There's nothing that really says anything
that's
about.
not your coffee cup.
This is mine. It has the J on it.
Oh, that little one's mine. He's got the Christmassy one. Oh, side effects. There they are.
For the people just listening. That's a cola. 5 HTP side effects.
How many grams do you take a day?
200 milligrams. I'm a big guy. They come in 100s. I take 2 caps.
Okay, this says large doses such as 6 to 10 grams daily are unsafe.
That's a lot. That's like grams. That's like 1,000 milligrams, right? You'd have to take like 60 of the pills.
That's a lot.
I mean, I could do 30 probably. There's 30 left in there. Should I take that tonight?
I wouldn't.
Do you-
I wouldn't. I would not do that.
Hey, Lori Gray's recommended that I take 30
This just
5
says
HTP.
heartburn,
Did you
stomach
guys hear
pain, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, drowsiness, and sexual and muscle problems.
that? Diarrhea, I already had that before, though. I'm pretty sure.
So, I don't
I've been
know.
getting muscle cramps. That's the side effects of taking it? Or
Yeah,
Jesus.
That's
I'm
one of the
gonna,
side effects.
Lori's just taking my job.
I'm gonna throw this shit
you're,
out.
You're out. No, the most
Join us on
common
the next
side effects
episode as
include
Lori
heartburn,
produces it.
Stomach pain, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, drowsiness, sexual problems, and muscle problems. So
Oh my God. Sexual problems.
maybe you should find something else to
Oh, we're getting some feedback.
relax. I think it was my phone, maybe.
Oh, you know what? It might be your phone may have been. We've had that problem
I had it
before in the
close.
past.
Yeah, it was
Every now and then we'll just.
Yeah,
oh,
see,
it
yeah,
is.
it is.
It's the static.
Again,
is that
problem
an
number 2
Android?
I've solved, Zach, that
bring-
you slept on. Problem number 2.
She's got a bug. She's got a bug in her phone. She works for the
noticed
goddamn
feedback.
government.
I, looked up the thing. It's okay. I got it, Zach. I'll do your job. It's all right.
Lori, I know that you're going to start a YouTube channel. You've talked about that with me earlier off mic.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to ask you, do you ever think about doing your own podcast? Because I think you're very funny and you have a lot of content. I think you could talk shit for hours.
Oh, I could.
I know you could because I've hung out with you.
Yeah, I could talk shit forever. I don't know. I think about it. The guys doing my my website or want me to do the YouTube channel, and they've got some ideas, some stuff for me to do for content. One of them is a show. I've always wanted my own talk show,
I think that'd be awesome.
and I would love to have just like come on, like interview people and shoot the shit.
Please have me on.
Oh, I will.
Yeah, no one ever gets my story. I'm always asking people what's going on with them, and no one gives a shit. Ain't that right, America? No one gives a shit. I'm just kidding.
Maybe you should do your own, like just an episode about you, and have Zach talk to you about things.
He can ask me questions like,
But
"What
I
kind of
wouldn't
pretzels
count
do
on
you
it
like?"
because he couldn't even look up side effects. So I don't know.
Oh, burn!
Well, I get called Fat Jamie by other guests, and now I get called incompetent by.
Listen,
By what he went by.
listen. Lori works with mentally handicapped kids. She knows one when she sees one. Zachary, all right? That's
Damn it, John. Don't say that shit. Don't say that shit.
I said it, not her.
I know.
I'm a monster. Merry Christmas.
Kids are off limits. The kids are off limits.
Merry Christmas.
New topic. Let's go back to the videos. So what we got? Why aren't you queuing shit up again? Third time dropping the ball, Zach. Let's go.
All right, let's get back to this.
Hey, I sent him
She's Santa
stuff.
and I'm Scrooge.
I sent him stuff to play.
Did you?
He
I
did,
sent him
actually.
stuff to play.
He did actually.
I sent the finger video. What was that?
Jesus.
Are you just playing shit on your phone now?
Yeah, Zach sent me some
Will you
stuff.
look at all your messages? Is that what you
Yeah,
look
we
at?
just did.
Yeah.
Whatevs.
Somebody's gonna
we already
freeze frame
played that
that
one.
and see all those names. You better edit that out.
No, we don't care. It's just friends. I think she got this for Christmas. So for the people at home that can only hear this, if you're only listening to this, this is a woman who apparently got a laser gun for Christmas, and I think she's just showing it off to the camera here, and it's really nice.
But
See, and I don't understand what's so great about that gun. Like people do the weirdest videos.
Yeah.
You know, like I'll hold up I just like put the video of me and I'll just go pow pow or something and put it down and they put that on TikTok and they get like 8 million views. Why
Yeah.
is that?
I don't know. I think it's her hairline. That's probably why she got 8 million views. And also, if we want to look at the stuff in the
That's
back,
105,000.
this person has toys on their.
Those are pop whatever. I have Sam and Dean Winchester and those little ones. It's pop something.
This
Funko
makes me
Pops,
feel
I have
like.
a couple- I used to have
Yes,
over 300 of them.
Did you really?
What the
Yeah.
fuck,
I just
Zach?
have Sam and Dean.
I used to have,
Do you see the
I-
skull
when,
thing?
When they were the
They used to be like
that's
the
He-Man.
shit, didn't they?
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that. That's
He-Man
He-Man.
in the background.
I only know that because I recently watched this episode of. I think it's called Swap Radio in Tennessee,
Oh, I see He-Man now over there. Yeah.
and yeah, these dudes were buying toys. Man, they used to have this
I have one that's like worth like probably like $200-300.
a He-Man toy.
No, just a Funko Pop.
Yeah.
Because I used to collect like when it first started booming, I collected them. So
Yeah, I got it again late in the game, but I got Sam and Dean, so they're on my little dresser.
Oh man, Funko Pop. Yeah, I don't even know. I'm not even hip to this trend.
I recognize those immediately.
I spend all my money on dick pills and weed.
Do you?
Yeah, so I have a hard time buying toys.
Sounds like you need to get something to sleep.
I know.
Add to that.
Oh my
And
god, I ate an entire pack of
5
Hawaiian rolls.
HTP. Those are good though.
I woke up and I ate Hawaiian rolls, and I don't. Now listen, this was like I was in and out of it, but by the time I'd done the push-ups and she laughed at me, I think I was mad and I ate out of shame, and so I covered the Hawaiian rolls in whipped cream, and like Ready Whip, you know.
Oh, you should just like put butter on them.
Well, and then I squirted them with sugar-free caramel because I was trying to be healthy. This is an absolute true story.
I'm gonna need 18 pack of
This is 100%
rolls.
real.
But first, I'm gonna put this sugar free. That's like going and getting like a Big Mac combo meal and then getting a Diet Coke.
I do
Same
that
as the
too.
equivalent. Yeah, I do
I
too.
do
I do
that too.
I'm like, I need that in an unsweet tea, please.
Yeah,
Like,
can I get
oh,
an unsweet
I
tea?
can't have all that sugar. No. Yeah.
Put an extra patty on the Big Mac.
Yeah.
I want you to put a. Have you ever had a McGangbang?
A McGangbang?
Yeah.
What? No, I have not.
It's delicious. It's basically you order a McChicken and a double cheeseburger, and you tell them to throw out the McChicken buns, and you slide it in between the two patties, and it's a McGangbang.
Is that on the secret McDonald's menu?
Yeah.
Like if I go to my McDonald's drive-through and I'm like, I want a McGangbang.
No, they're not gonna know
Am I
that.
gonna get a sandwich or am I gonna get 3 guys walking out to my car? What's happening? What's going on with that?
Either way,
all
I've
right.
signed me up.
I don't know.
Right?
Do you want to supersize that? No, I do not.
Oh my
no, I do not.
God. Do
Sorry.
you want to She's like, that guy already looks supersized. If we're being
Shouldn't have let
honest,
me on here. He should let me talk.
supersize me.
I get to be more free on this podcast because I don't think all the people, Chillicothe people, will be.
Yeah, just open up a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you have a
Listening.
lot of people that listen to you, so I'm sure people are gonna watch this.
They will.
Yeah.
And they'll hear me say things that I shouldn't say. But
No,
it's
you said
like it shocks anybody. They've all met me.
Yeah, you haven't said anything too crazy.
I've been nice for so long. I know I'm due to snap at any minute. I think 2022 is going to be the year I snap.
What is 2022 looking like for you? Let's talk about that. What kind of plans do you have? You've done so many things in your career. You run so many shows. You book so many other comedians and give people like me so many opportunities. You know,
love
you always
doing
that's what you always hear when people talk about you, especially people like my generation. They're like, Lori Graves, if you're funny, she'll give you work. Like you put people that
will,
are funny
yeah.
to work. You do, and
Yeah.
that's important, and that helps the venues, it helps the customers, it helps us. So, what's your plans for this year? What are you gonna do?
I want to officially regroup my venues again. I mean, because this year we still kind of had to ride out COVID, but I'm hoping after the holidays we can get more into that solid booking groove again. I mean, because even now some stuff's still hit and miss. Like I've lost all of my holiday parties because of COVID.
Yeah.
The one group, they were older people and they decided to not have it because the numbers are getting higher, which I understand that. And then another party I was going to do in Louisville, they had to cancel because his fiance was just in ICU for 11 days with COVID. And then another show I had, they had to cancel because their CEO, I think he fell. And then I had another, and I'm just like, what? So I mean, I have a little free time now, December. But
Yeah.
I just want to get back in that groove, kind of just like not start over, but just kind of start fresh with what I've been doing, and just hit the ground running in 2022. I want to focus on a better quality of show and maybe less venues. Not that I want to cut my venues out, but maybe scale the shows back a little bit instead of doing like
Yeah.
a monthly, do a bi-monthly and just kind of stagger
And book them
out
all instead of
and do
just
a quarter.
show up, go up, make
Yeah,
sure it's
and
all
just
quality content.
yeah, and just make sure I can get like I just want to get a better quality show and just kind of get back to the basics again. Because I think even before COVID, shows were so plentiful.
Yeah.
And before the shutdown, everybody had a show. I mean, every comic you talk to, like, I'll book a room. Like,
I
hey,
know. There's a ton.
I mean,
Yeah.
everybody had one. And then COVID really weeded that out. And I'm afraid what will happen is people are going to like, oh, they'll see, I'm like, and I don't want to see this in a bad way, but like bad showrunners are
Yeah.
going to see this as an opportunity to jump in. So I think we need just to, those of us that do, a quality show need to just focus on that again and just put out a better quality, keep the quality up and just not flood the market. Let's ease people back into it. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Before COVID was great. I was doing 5 shows a week. That was my,
Yeah.
hey. But then, then it halted. And then people, as the comeback, like we lost a lot of comics. We lost a lot of good comics just from COVID, not to death, but just because after COVID, they didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
They're like, screw this.
For various reasons, people just didn't
people just
come
really
back.
didn't come back.
There's like a whole new wave of people that are
Right.
trying to,
And
come up.
the new ones, so I've found some of the new ones coming up are really hungry, which is great. But I caution all of them if I get to talk to them just to, know your place.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you have 25 minutes when you have 10.
Yeah.
Don't come to me with 10 minutes of material and 15 minutes of crowd work for a 25-minute set. I will not book you until you're ready to go again. I know crowd work has its place, but it also should not be the bulk of your set.
Right.
And if you're booked and getting paid, and I mean, I've had people like here lately show up to my open mic and do crowd work. I'm like, that's not what I want to see out of you. I want to see your jokes. I might book you off of this because that's the only way I
Yeah.
get to see comics is if you guys come to me.
It seems that it's getting more and more popular. People trying to do crowd work, and like the improv thing is like really popping
You
right
know
now.
what? It has its time and place. And if you have jokes and you have a set, sure. When you can, if the opportunity arises, do that crowd work. Get comfortable with yourself on stage and learn how to interact with the crowd. But don't go up there like, I'm just going to wing it and tell a couple. Don't do that. Make sure you're prepared. Because if your crowd work doesn't go well, you need jokes to fall back on,
Yeah.
or the rest of your set is going to be very painful. So, and also newbies, you can think however quick you are, but even sometimes people in the crowd get me, and you got to be sure if you're doing crowd work that you're funnier than the crowd.
Yeah.
Don't let the crowd upstage you, because then, you're digging out of a hole.
I've seen that happen a ton of times.
Yeah.
I've been burned.
I don't want to discourage people from doing crowd work. I don't want that to come off as that, but just have material as well.
Yeah, you're saying come prepared,
Come
especially
prepared.
if you're gonna
have
come
the
to a
bulk
show.
of your set material, and then of course, like you got I got 20 minutes, and this person needs 25. I could, I can do 5 minutes, and throughout the whole 20 minutes of crowd work, I can do 5, but don't do a solid 5.
Yeah.
Work it in, stretch it out. Make it. Do your set.
I'm
do
sure
your
people
jokes.
can respect that. You're one of those bookers that has butts and seats when people come to do your showcases.
I try to. Now I don't always hit that. I've had
There's
shows where it's been.
There's people at every show though, Lori. Every show. Even if it's only like a couple of people that are dedicated in the front, there's literally, and you do venues all over Southern Ohio, and even you said Kentucky and whatever else. I've always seen people at your shows, even if it's just a couple. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I always try to have people there other than comics. But I think, again, it's because I try to give people a good show. I try to, even like if I give new people a chance, I always make sure the rest of the show is strong in case they can't. And it's not their fault. If they're new, they need a chance. I remember
Yeah.
what it was like when I wanted stage time. and I had to drive 2 hours to do 10 minutes. And you guys are close to me, Dayton, Columbus thing. It's like hour, a little over an hour away. If I can give you stage time, I gave a guy up in Columbus. I don't want to mess his name up. Pinock.
Yeah, he's very funny.
Tell. He came down and did my open mic at Chillicothe. I had a show in Grove City at a golf course. And I'm like, hey, man, you want to come over and do a little guest spot with me and Jesse? Just because I really like his writing.
Yeah.
And I told him, I explained to him the setting. And I said, I'm not telling you what to do on stage, but just know this is like a 35 and up crowd, probably more on the upside. And it's a banquet dinner for a golf course for their leagues, and we're the entertainment. So,
Yeah.
but he came ready to go. He came prepared to my open mic, but he showed up ready to go. Had some killer lines. Had a nice set, and he had to follow Jesse Nutt.
Yeah.
I put him in the middle of us.
That's not easy.
No, and Jesse was giving him props.
He comes with the heat.
Because Jesse and I will tell you, I don't say this that often, but we freaking crushed that show. Jesse and I walked out of that venue like high-fiving each other. Jesse's like, we nailed it. I'm like, we crushed it.
Hell yeah.
And he went in between us, and he stepped up to the challenge. And even Jesse was like, he just followed. I had a killer set. He followed me really well.
Yeah.
So,
That's awesome.
and they liked him.
Yeah, I saw him
I'll
a
give
couple
him
weeks
more
ago,
work.
Columbus.
He's a great kid. There's a lot of guys up in Columbus and women, comics that I enjoy giving time to. And Dayton. I don't know a lot of Cincinnati comics, so I would love to book more of them.
There are some funny cats down there.
I know, I just don't know them. I never,
They
for
have
some
their
reason,
own ecosystem.
for some reason, I never get down there.
Yeah.
I just don't. There's no fault of anybody's. I just don't get down there.
I'm the same way. It's like you have so many other venues. It's hard to get down there. But I drive 3 and 4 hours away sometimes. I should hit Cincy more
I
myself.
respect the Cincy scene because I know they have some strong comics down there.
Yeah, some
and
working comics, like
yeah.
for real, that hang out
I've
and
got
mentor a lot of
Seymour.
the younger.
I work with Seymour. I love Seymour.
Chris Seymour is so fucking
Damn
funny.
it,
I love that guy.
He is just a good human being.
Yeah.
Just like shoot him a text, like, hey, what's up? Have a little chat with him. He is such a nice guy, and he's funny.
He's
and
super down to earth, and I think it's because he's
is.
been through a lot, and you can tell,
and he's just like, hey, player.
strong human being.
I love him.
Yeah.
I love when he's on stage, looks at the crowd, tells somebody a player. I love that. He's such a great guy. And I work a lot for Rob Wilfong.
I love Rob
Rob's down
too.
in there. I mean, Jay Armstrong, I've had him up. But yeah, I would love to get more Cincy comics on board because I do respect their scene and what they're doing down there. And,
Yeah.
She should talk to Jack too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jack Snodgrass is very funny. Yeah, you would like him. There's
Okay, yeah.
there's a ton of killers down there. That some guys I really like to get on the show too. But I just need to go down there more myself and just talk to
I just need
people.
to pop in like a mic or something, just say hi, and just like pop
Yeah.
down and whatever. But
I know on Mondays they have 2. Typically.
Go Bananas is back open.
Yeah, I know.
So good for
I always
Mikey.
have my kids
Good
on
for that.
Wednesdays. I really need to go down there too because that's how
Yeah.
you actually get to see all of them and the club
Yeah,
itself. Yeah.
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 I want to see the remodel and stuff and see what they did. To
I
the
know.
club.
dope.
So excited.
As
pretty
I'm
dope.
excited for them. I think it's great.
Yeah.
I went there on the reopening night where they just let everybody up,
Yeah.
and it wasn't a good night for Dayton comics because like
Everybody bombed.
yeah,
Well, that wasn't. That was a Cincy
other
night.
circumstances.
That was a Cincy night.
Yeah.
I mean, hey,
It's
so-
It happens.
No,
Yeah,
like
it
it was
happens.
just a Dayton comic got up there. I'm not going to say names, but a Dayton guy
somebody messed up.
and
I
or
got
not
you.
not necessarily a Dayton comic, but he's associated with Dayton comics.
Yeah, and then
But-
everybody else who went up after bombed.
Anybody
got
else
it.
went up after
Yeah.
it bombed, but like,
I've seen that happen
That's
before too.
unfortunate.
I've been out of town and like a show. I won't say where, and I've been with a group of Dayton comics, and like one person will go up and have a bad set, and then they give everybody shit after that.
yeah, I just I went up there and like because the only big laugh I got was I told them that this looks like the set of Sesame Street and the word of the day is bomb. That's the only laugh I got, and like
They were like, "You know your fucking place."
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I like
that's
Cincy, man. Bananas
painful.
is such a good room. I saw Doug Stanhope there a couple years ago. It was one of
Yes.
the best shows I've ever seen.
Anytime I've been down there, I've had a good time. I like Mikey. I think he's a good guy.
Is that the owner down there?
Yeah, he
I
runs
haven't-
it. Yeah, I'm glad he
haven't
used
met him.
that COVID time to. A lot of clubs just sat. He didn't sit on his ass. He remodeled. You know what I mean?
Those guys were in the parking lot on Wednesdays doing
Yeah.
workshops.
Yeah, they
Like,
were still-
Those Cincy
yeah.
comics do not fuck around.
Yeah, and they were. They didn't. The Go Bananas didn't waste that shutdown time.
No.
They're like, let's improve the club. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So good for. I'm really happy for all of them. I need to get. We should go down there one night.
I think that's a good idea. I could do like a Friday night. We did buy
After the
tickets to a
holidays.
show or something.
Yeah,
and
just
just
go
go
down
see
and hang out.
somebody and
Just
and
go
talk
see a
to the
random
staff.
show and
That'd be cool.
Yeah, we should do that.
Hang out and bullshit
I'd
with the
like to
other
support
comics.
them, definitely.
Yeah.
And
People
Dayton Funny
appreciate
Bones
that.
open. I want to go back and get back in there with them and hang out with them again.
Oh my God, I've been trying to do funny. I had a couple of goals for 2021. I wanted to feature, and I did. I did 3 paid shows in November. I featured, and then I have two.
Nice.
I have 2 feature sets booked this month for December. So I thought I was going to do it once, and I've actually done it 5. It'd be 5 times by the end of the year. So I'm super excited about that. But one of my big goals is to do a funny bone, either host or feature or something. And I got a spot. Somebody offered me a spot, and I couldn't do it because I had something
They'll
going
hit
on.
you up again. I'll tell you. Let me tell you something
I
funny
sent
about.
her my avails. It was, I think it was Janelle is the
yeah,
manager
Janelle.
there.
Yeah, Jonathan Craig's wife. Yes,
Is that
Janelle
his wife?
Spencer. Yeah, yeah.
He's really funny. I didn't know that was his wife.
Jonathan. Yeah. I love. I used to hang. Jonathan and I, when I had free time, we would hang out a lot when I came to Dayton when they were dating. And I'm like, hey, Janelle, I'm hanging out with your boyfriend tonight. And she's like, that's okay. I was like, I
Yeah.
love her. But yeah, something funny happened with me. I'll tell you about the funny bones. The week before my album recording, I had 2 shows in Marietta. And Nadia got a hold of me from Toledo and was like, hey, can you feature tonight? And I'm like, no, I already got 2 shows. And then
Oh, man.
on my album recording, Janelle got a hold of me and wondered if I could host for Josh Blue. And
That same
Jonathan
night?
was the feature. And I'm like, well, I'm doing my album recording. And I did a snap of it. I'm like, the comedy gods are fucking cruel.
Yeah, I know.
This is what happened to me today. And
Yeah.
But so it just happens. They'll hit you up again.
Yeah, I'm glad she did. I know who got the spot.
Yeah, Nadia, I do too. Nadia,
Dusty Harvey.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was like the 12th person they asked. No, I'm kidding. No, I love Dusty.
I love Dusty.
But I think that is true. They went through the list.
Probably. I was probably the 11th, if we're being
Because
honest.
I know they asked Luke Capasso to do it too. so,
Okay, yeah.
So
I
it
was
was
gonna
like,
say they were picking around.
But I'll tell you about the feature stuff. Like you've been doing like 2025.
Yeah, I could if I'm pushing it, I could do about 25, but I've a solid 20.
Well, see, there, just as from a booking point of view, I will tell you since COVID, since we've come back from that, there aren't that many comics that can do longer than 10 to 12 minutes anymore because it's a whole new wave of comics. I talked to Pinnock about this, and because since we came back from COVID, I've just been trying to do like two comic shows, and then I'll host, or if it's a new venue, I always headline. And I just bring somebody else with me that can do 40, 45, and we just do the show together.
Yeah.
So just to keep the mic, so many people off the mic, I've just been doing 2 comic shows with a host, and I've been finding that it's hard to, a lot of comics right now do not have that time.
Yeah.
And especially like regional, like us, like Dayton, me, Columbus, Cincinnati, there's a few people that can do 45 to an hour headliners, but not as many as there were. So if you can do the 20 to 25 right now, take advantage of that. You're in a sweet spot.
Yeah.
Because there aren't that many of you out there right now that can do it. It's either a newbie or a headliner. There's nothing in the middle right now, from my point of view.
Yeah. My problem I've been running into is a lot of
There aren't a lot of middles.
a lot of
out there right now.
headliners are bringing their own middles, which are other headliners that are their friends that they
Right,
do
that's
the
happening
middle with.
too. Yeah,
That happens
yeah.
quite a bit. So I would even do I even do hosting work. I don't care.
Well, how long you been in?
I want to get on stage 4 years.
Shit, yeah, you
don't
should still
care.
be hosting.
Yeah.
I've been in 12 and I would still host.
Yeah,
at a
I don't give a
club.
shit. Yeah, I'll take a spot at a club.
Yeah, I'll
whatever.
host. I mean, it's club work, get your
But
name in there.
That's what Chris Kettler, owner of Crackpot, shout out to Chris, and then shout out to Gary Garcia actually, who kind of got me in with Chris. He noticed that we were friends, and he asked Gary about me, and Gary put in a word. So
Where is that club? I've seen it on
It's
Facebook.
in Massillon, so it's
Okay,
it's kind
where
of
Katrina Brown lives.
it's kind of
Okay.
near Cleveland. It's like
Gotcha.
30
I
minutes,
know where
40
it
minutes
is.
from
Yep.
Cleveland. Super fun room. He really has been filling the rooms up. Like it's
Good for him.
You should go out there. He would like you. But I did one of his amateur nights, closed it out, and he liked me, so brought me back. But he kind of made the same point you did. He was like, hey, man, I don't have a lot of people that can fill these rooms. He was like, I'll book you once a month if you want to feature out here for somebody. And he brings a lot of people in from out of town, like Chicago, all kinds of people, like Michigan. So,
I'll have to hit him up.
yeah, you should do that. He
That's
knows
not that
people
far away.
regionally. It would be a good drive for you. You're closer than I am.
Yeah, I have some people in that area too.
Yeah, you could probably bring a couple
Cleveland's
people out.
another city I have not cracked.
I know. I've been dying to go to Hilarities. I really want to do that
just
room.
I don't know what it is. I mean,
We're
I
at
just
an
don't
hour?
know. I just
Okay.
don't know about. It's hard to. I don't know. I can get booked out of state. I can get booked in Vegas easier than I can Cleveland. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? It's just
right.
like, what? Yeah, so.
Some of the bigger
Yeah.
cities like Cincy and probably Cleveland, I don't know the scene, but they got their own politics. Like they have so many working comics, and it's such
Yeah.
a big town that
Yeah.
it is harder to get in those clubs to work. You can do their open mics all day,
Yeah.
but it's harder to work them for sure. It's even hard to work. It's hard to work Wiley's. I've never did anything paid for them, and I've been going there for 4 or 5 years. So
Well, that's about. I mean, just it's weird. Don't base your comedy career on.
I don't want paid work, but I do want to be at the clubs. I would do it for free.
I wouldn't even base it on clubs necessarily at first because I have not done that many clubs in my 12 years. But I will do a shit ton of moose, elk, and eagles lodges, and I work every weekend. So I mean, a lot of these a lot of the guys that I feel, and I don't blame them. But like if I lived in a city, I would hang out at the club too. But I don't have that luxury, and I want to work.
Yeah.
So I will get booked every weekend at a moose lodge or whatever.
I'm doing an Elks
Do a
Lodge.
one night. Look, the lodge clubs are fun. I mean,
Yeah.
it's usually an older crowd, but they're always packed.
I'm excited for it.
They're always they come out. That's their club event. They're
It's actually an
packed.
ugly Christmas sweater party.
Oh, nice. Who are you going to be?
It's I don't know. I'll tell you after. I'll have to look
Yeah.
at my calendar.
Is
I
it
wish I
Rob-
could
is it
tell
Rob
people
Wilfong
now.
show?
It's not a Rob Wilfong
okay.
show. It's a show that the owner of Crackpots booked me on. He
Oh,
books.
nice.
He
Okay.
books other venues too,
Okay,
and he
all
was
right.
like, "Hey, I'll just throw you this if you want
Club
to drive
shows are
up
great.
2-hour drive."
And like I said, I work every weekend. So
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't do clubs every weekend, but I'm still on stage every weekend.
That's true too.
So-
I don't consider things like that. I just like sometimes you get these like grandiose ideas of where you're supposed to be at certain
Me
times in
too.
your
I
life,
used
and
to
it's
have this-
bullshit.
I used
It's
to
all
have
fucking
this.
bullshit. I'm just happy to be able to meet people like you and like my friend Zach here, who's a comic.
I'm happy to work.
There's
and
so
if
many
something
great
like
things that
sweet
happen to me.
club gig comes along, fantastic for
Yeah.
me. I'll take it. But I'm not going to sit around and not book weekends waiting for a club to call because
Yeah.
if I did that, I wouldn't be doing anything.
I'm the same way. I
So-
drive.
Take the shows.
I fucking drive hours to do free shows,
And you
open
know
mics all
what?
the time, just to have fun and practice my stuff and meet people.
They
Like,
also
that's-
always say too, don't tell the club no. But again, me being different, I have. But it was, they were offering me a host weekend, and I was doing a Friday show and a Saturday show at 2 different venues, headlining. And I'm like, I can't dump those shows
yeah,
to host for you
last
It
minute.
just
That's
wouldn't
the
be-
position I was in.
I couldn't do it, and plus, I was going to make more money on those Friday. I was going to make more money on Friday night than
Yeah.
I would all weekend hosting at the club. So
Right.
I mean, for me, this is an income, So I
Right.
have to look at it that way too.
For me, I feel like it's
Just
also,
respect the club, but also be honest with them. Like, hey, I can't. I would love to, but I can't. I'm already booked, and I think they would respect you for keeping the gig. You know what I
Right.
mean, and not trashing somebody just to,
Yeah.
especially if you're the headliner. Don't do that shit.
Yeah, I didn't want to burn any bridges, and I didn't want to tell him no. I really, really didn't. I just like
I know it hurts,
It's
doesn't
one
it?
of those
It
things
hurts.
where I was like, "Hey, man,
like,
I can't make it, but I can send
'Cause
you
in-
my avails."
Because in your mind, it's never going to happen again. That's what I was thinking. Like,
never
they're
gonna
ask
have it
me
again.
I'm gonna be,
I'm gonna have to pop to really get it.
but they will. So just
Yeah.
know they will.
I think if I just keep working hard, stuff will happen. Like I'm having a good time, and I'm literally living my dream. Like it's like success is not always about monetary gain. Like I get to hang out and talk to my friends for hours doing this
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I get to drive all over the Midwest and sometimes go all over the country and do shows. Sometimes like I haven't been very far, but I've definitely been pretty far away, and it's cool. I'm having a great
fun.
time, dude. Comedy is amazing.
It's fun. Comedy's it's great, and then you also just want to choke it sometimes. But
You have your days.
but I think the good outweighs the bad, or we wouldn't still be doing it. So
I think so too. Oh, we're just fucking crazy, Lori.
I know we're just glutton for punishment at this point.
No doubt.
yeah,
That's
but-
not a bad way to end this.
It isn't.
It
No, we
isn't.
could. Yeah, we
this
gotta wrap it up.
This has been a good Christmas.
It has been a good Christmas.
I hope that you enjoy your present.
Oh, I will. Thank you.
No, and thank you for coming and giving us all the game that you gave us tonight. And thanks Zach.
Thank you,
actually, so much. I want everybody at home to subscribe if you're listening to this. Please give us a 5-star review on Google or Spotify. It really helps the show grow a lot if you share it. Please follow Lori Graves at Lori G Comedy.
Yeah. After the holiday, after this couple weeks, it'll be LoriGComedy.com, and then I'll have info about my YouTube channel coming up.
Yeah, this won't be out until then anyway, so
Yeah.
that would be a good time for people to
So-
go check you out.
Yes, after
We
the
can put
holidays.
we can put your links in the
Yeah, after the
description too.
holidays. And
Yes, we can.
I'm on all the socials except TikTok. I do not TikTok.
I don't even know what it is yet, but I'm on there. It's a thing. It's a whole different wave.
No one wants to see what I do. I mean, what am I going to do? Show them getting a video, getting a shot in my knee? I'm like, they're like, what do they want? You're like, this old
There's
bitch. This
there's
old,
an audience for
cortisol.
everything.
this
on
old
there.
bitch. Look at her getting a shot in her
Like
fucking
you
knee.
said,
Yeah.
you get 35 and up. I mean, that's something that I learned by doing this show, like watching the demographics of people who actually
Yes,
watch me.
your demographics are very important.
It's interesting to see the kind of people that are into me. I was like, whoa, that's kind of
Mine
weird.
is women 35 to 55.
And they want to know about cortisol. They want to know when they got to do that, if it's gonna hurt or not. You know what? Don't shame your audience, Lori. These are good people.
Shit hurts.
That
Yeah,
shit
it
probably
hurts.
does. I would love to see it up close. I would follow you for that shit. Actually,
Follow me to get that.
I'm a creep.
I'm getting one.
like
I'm
to see
getting one here in
weird
a couple
shit.
weeks. I'll video it, put it up.
I like to watch those chiropractic videos where people get their fucking backs popped and they're
I
like their
don't
neck.
watch those. I can't watch those pimple
I'll send
popping
you.
videos.
No, that's a little over the
'Cause
top.
I love
That's
I
gross.
gag.
I love 'em.
It's disgusting. Oh,
That's
ugh.
gross. But I'll send you some good chiropractic.
Oh, the chiropractor ones are
It's fun.
yeah.
Okay.
They're like. Did you see that one that they played on your mom's house a lot with the old lady?
Yes. That's
Oh
fucked
my-
up.
It's like
That's
it's like extreme chiropractic.
That's
like,
how I got down the rabbit. I'm a big fan of Tom Segura, and I was watching his show, and then I watched this video of this really old lady who probably should not have been getting her neck popped. I mean, she's very frail, and it's this like young 20-something guy, and he fucking wrecks her. I mean, she looks so uncomfortable. Her lip starts going numb, and she starts drooling out of her mouth after he popped her neck. It's crazy.
Really?
But I started
Yeah, send me
watching.
those,
And then
yeah.
at the-
I started watching other ones
Then
after
at
that.
the, like I watched the whole video and like at the end she's like, I feel great.
Yeah, I don't
And I was
know.
like, I was just sitting there like watching
My
it. Like,
chiropractor, Joe Spalding, does not do that to me. I don't know. If
but
he-
she
Been
like
drooling
she
out of your
came
mouth
but
after
she
an
came
appointment.
in
Drooling
like with
after
like
my-
a whole arched back, and she can't like.
oh,
and-
so he really. Oh,
You
Yeah.
hooked her up though, I guess.
I would be afraid to snap her poor bones.
Yeah. Oh man, it was crazy.
All right, we got gross. All right. Hey, thanks for having me.
It was fun. Thank you so much for
Thank you
coming.
so
I hope
much.
you come
And Merry
back.
Christmas,
And I'll send you
Althea.
this. Merry Christmas, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye.